So Robert said he'll pay after the class. In the office, will pay the money for the book. So he doesn't want to do it in the musalla
I
area.
asked.
No, that's good. May God reward you for the consideration. So just in case, for example, sometimes as we're recording, inshallah, we're going to begin in a minute. As we're recording, sometimes it will say recording stop. So then there's an option that says retry. When you press retry, it just continues recording. So that's why it'll be better to be here to be able to manage that. Now here, so we have the page on the screen. Let me just change. Okay. Okay, so the pointer is right here, right? The pointer is right here. Now let me show you something else, just so you can maybe see here. Let's say, no, it's better like this. Okay, so the pointer, you have a pencil tool. So if you take out the pointer, if you want to write something, like for example, the alif, you write it like this, right? One second, bismillah. The color. The alif, you write it like this, right? And like this, right? So it's easy to see. It goes from top to bottom. So there, you could use that to learn how to write the letters. Then you can clear all, clear, right? Let's say change the color. For example, the ba, right? Right. So that they can. Okay. So they stop. So now we're here. They stopped at. They're doing the letter dal. So we're here. So we point at the end of the letter. So that means that is the letter behind the dots. Okay? Because many times when you put it here, it shows, right? But look at the screen, it almost covers the letter. Right? So we just put it at the end. All right. And then in order to change, we're just doing here so that then you can go back to the writing. So what they have to do from here to the raza, sin, shin, sod. So I mentioned, right, that the Arabic letters, okay, the Arabic letters, what do? Some of them you smile, and some of them you're serious, right? That's it. There's no in between. It's not like semi. So even greeting, the greeting. How do you greet in Arabic? We're going, brother Amshad and brother Amshad and brother Mustafa. If you can begin setting up the tables, I'll be right there. We'll start right away, inshallah. So, for example, how do you say peace be unto you in Arabic?
Assalamu alaikum.
Okay. If you say, look, Salamu alaikum is serious, Salamu alaikum. Some people say Salamu alaikum, but the teachings of our Prophet is that when you say Salamu alaikum, you should smile, right? So the sin is a smiling letter, right? Assalamu alaikum. So by default, you have to smile. If you don't smile, you don't pronounce it correctly. Assalamu. If you say assalamu alaikum, that's serious. That's not sin, that's sawd. Right? So when somebody greets you, even if a person who's Muslim, and if he doesn't smile, say you didn't pronounce it correctly. Correct them. Honestly, make it fun. What do you mean? My teacher said that you have to smile when you say Assalamu alaikum, right? And isn't it a teachings in your religion? I like that. I like that way of practical learning, right? Right, Kathy? So yeah. Yeah, sister Marlene, she's on live. Marlene. I'll give you her information. It's still recording. Good. Yeah, I'll give. Okay, so I have another class now.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Thank you, Zakallah Khairan, for being the substitute teacher. I hope you guys had a great time, the new teacher. So, mashallah. So, how are you all doing? So, when I say assalamu alaikum, I may not smile today because I had a long day. But Islam, I'm going to try. Assalamu alaikum. Mashallah. Walaikum salam, mashallah. Robert knows how to reply back. We talked about, I want to say welcoming in Arabic also. I think we talked about that last time, right, Kathy?
Is that marhaba?
Marhaban. And then we said ahlan wa sahalan. Sahalan.
Sahlan.
Right. So that's well, we will try to use some of our Arabics as we learn. Also, we learned on the last class, very easy. Alif, the word alif, is used to say uh, I. Alif and I. Remember, the alif looks like I, right? So in Arabic, the way we say I or I am is alif, a,
Alif.
na, ana.
Alif. Ana.
Ana. So ana, the whole word is ana. Alif, noon. We have not covered noon yet. Alif, noon, alif means ana, means I am. Okay. So I am Azad. Ana Azad. That's how I introduce myself to you.
Ana. Robert.
Robert.
Arham. Ana Arham.
Ana Arham. Ana Kathy. Ana Shadei. MashaAllah. Ana Amira. MashaAllah. So we need to know each other. I mean, this is supposed to be a fun class. We know each other, in the process. Also, we learn the culture, we learn the language. Like I said last time, that when we were born young, we did not learn the alphabets. We learned by words, very beginning. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna learn words. A for apple, like that. But at the beginning, so that you can recognize the alphabets, that's why we're doing this exercise. What Imam Danny had went through. Who knows these first 7 letters? I think we went through. Who can tell me the first 7 letters? I know you. This is first class. I understand. That's your first.
I can.
You can. Okay, let's go do it. Do it. Okay.
That was great.
Yeah, and you can use the book. I have no problem. You can use the book.
Alif. Ba. Ta. Ta. Jim. Ha. Kho. Dal.
MashaAllah, very good, MashaAllah. And Kathy asked me last class what MashaAllah means. We're using these words. That's how we're gonna learn. We're gonna use those Arabic words.
Masha is what? Good?
Good, MashaAllah, good. It's excellent. When we see something good, we say MashaAllah to kind of glorify God Himself. This is a MashaAllah, what a creation. Also, today when we were texting, because Robert asked me if we have a class, I said, Inshallah. And I wrote it out, meaning anything we do in the future, like tomorrow, especially where we say God willing. God willing. That's Inshallah. Okay. All right. So you want to try, Kathy, reading those letters?
Aleph.
Mm-hmm.
Ba. Ta. Ba.
Mm-hmm.
Jim.
Uh-huh.
Ho.
Uh-huh.
Ho.
Oh, very good. Very good. Okay, Miss Sade, you want to tell me the...
Yes. Alif, Ba, Ta, Tha, Jim, Ha, Ho.
Oh.
Ho.
Now, Amira is already expert. She already knows this alphabet. So I'm going to ask her, can you tell us what's the difference between the ta with the 2 dots in the belly versus the next one? How would you properly pronounce it? What do you have to do?
You for one of them, you stick out your tongue.
Very good. You all hear that?
Mm-hmm.
So in order to get the right pronunciation, you have to stick your tongue, bite between 2 teeth, front teeth. Tha, tha,
Ta.
tha. Versus ta. Ta with a smile. Tha. You have to bite it. It's a heavier sound than ta. And also I gave out some English phonetics, like the sounds that are similar. For example, can you tell me what would be an equivalent English word for ta? Just use some word that's similar, sound similar. Did we write out? It should be on your notebook. Because the reason I'm going over this, that will help you guys also, because you were not in the class. So in other words, let me just give you an example, make it clear. So alif, it sounds like what? Almost a in English word, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alif. So something similar word we can use for alif, right?
Mm-hmm.
An English word that sounds similar. Alif would be A sound like a airplane, A, how we say airplane, Aleph is kind of like that. So if you remember airplane, how we pronounce airplane, Aleph is that way, okay? B is easy.
Ba.
Ba is for boy. The English word boy sounds just like B. Ba. Ba, boy, okay? Ta uh, could be a simple T, you know,
Ta-da,
ta-ta, right?
ta-da, like a magician.
Magician, yeah.
Ta-da.
Ta-ta, that's your ta, okay? Tha would be a little bit difficult, but it's TH, okay? Um, thank you. How do we say thank you?
Same way.
Same way. TH, right? Thank you.
Father, mother.
Mother. Those are the heavier tha
Tha.
sound. So that is the tha on this. So write down on your note the thank you. You know, it would be the similar phonetic. When you think about tha, think about thank you. Okay. Now gym is like going to the gym. It's the same gym. It comes out in the same part of your mouth also.
Is it Jim?
Jim.
Or Jim.
It's gym. It's gym.
Okay.
So gym and when you say JIM gym, it's almost similar or
Okay.
something similar.
Okay.
So it's gym. So it comes out with the kind of like front of your tongue, right? Gym. Now the next ha. There we go. Like when you say I'm relaxed. That's the kind of ha. You have to have that sound. That whispering sound has to come out. Like Alhamdulillah. When we say thank to God, we said Alhamdulillah. See that ha sound? Because there is another ha later on we'll see. It doesn't make that whispering sound.
He mentioned that one down here.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that one's a different one.
Right, it's different. So that's ha. Okay. All right. So do you have another student? Oh, mashallah, mashallah. Our class is getting bigger. Welcome, welcome. Mashallah.
What are you doing?
So we have another sister online. She's learning. I don't know if we have ways to communicate with her. Inshallah, we'll see how we, communicate with her, like what she's able to hear us, and inshallah, we'll do that. Now, so assalamu alaikum. And please introduce yourself using the word ana. Ana and your name.
Ana Salmina.
Ana Tamina. MashaAllah. Ana Tamina. So she has another introduction also. She is related to this young man right here. They're newlywed. I still call him newlywed because they got married not too long ago, actually. So they're husband and wife, mashallah. All right, so guys, so how we got now the ha. Now, when we pronounce the ha, did Imam tell you how your mouth sort of opens up wide? That's one thing. You don't smile. You kind of like
smiling.
no smiling on ha, and you kind of open your mouth open, and then also comes. You try to pronounce it from the back of your throat, as much back you can go. We don't have any equivalent word in English. We have it in French and Arabic.
German.
In German too, right? That's, good guttural letters, right?
Yes.
Guten Tag or something like that, right? So, we'll use as much as help as possible to, pronounce this word so we can do it correctly. So it is ha, right? Ha. That's the word, ha. Okay? And so, Tisha, you're good with alphabets, right? Already?
Yeah, I just need to pronounce them better.
Okay, so can you pronounce it for us? And I want you guys to listen to her and tell me if anything, that she's saying should be different, let her know, okay? So go ahead. From Alif, just do from Alif.
Oh, just pronounce it as
Yeah.
like with fatha?
No fatha, just without anything.
Oh, alif,
Yeah,
ba,
Yeah, you don't have to put any jelly on it. Just
Okay.
plain bread.
That, that.
Wait, do slowly. Did you do ta? I heard it. How about the next one? Say it again.
That.
Ta. Is it good? Good. Very good. Okay, you got to pass on that one. Okay.
Jim.
How about ha?
It's a little soft on that.
Okay, so how it should be.
I thought it was supposed to be a more
Yeah.
here.
Bring some air out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Not just ha. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So and then the ha you did it perfectly. Yeah. Ha. Okay, that's it. That's it. We covered that. Now next ones we're gonna cover inshallah is dal. Dal. So again, it is a smile word that you have to smile, right? It's kind of hazy, right? Oh no. Okay, this one's showing hazy here, but you guys can see it good. Okay, dal. Okay, dal. Dal. So dal. So everyone said dal.
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 So here the next few words, be careful because their pronunciation almost similar, but there's a certain difference. Those subtleties you have to know. Okay. So dal. What would be the equivalent English word for dal? Dal.
Dal. Well, you have doll, which is sort of not quite right, but a doll like a
Doll.
toy
Yeah.
for-
You kind of have a dog
or-
sound. Sound.
or
This is flat. Dal.
dal is actually lentils in
Right. Exactly. Very good.
so
Yes, it is in
Indian.
India.
Indian food.
Okay.
Dal is lentils.
Okay. Now, most of us use that. Are you familiar with the concept of dal?
Dal.
Yeah, as a lentil. It's a kind of used as a soup. It's
Or
a
curry.
it's a curry and okay. So dal is a type of food, and it's very popular in India. Okay, it's used with the usually eaten with the rice. It's yellow color, right, Samira? I mean Amira?
Yeah, yellow, orange.
Orangish.
Yellow, orange, green,
Green.
black.
Yeah, there you go. So beans, exactly. Yeah, it's a small meal. So Kathy is probably new for you, right? Dal.
Lentil?
Lentil, I've eaten lentils.
You have? You have dal before?
Well, I didn't call it dal. I just
Okay.
called them
Well, let's do this. Inshallah, we'll take you to a restaurant close by. When the next one of these classes will be in a restaurant. How about that? And we're gonna eat dal and rice. All right. Sounds like a good plan.
Sounds
All
like a
right.
great plan.
Okay. Let's do that one of these days. We're gonna do the class outside of these rooms. Okay. So dal. So next one is almost look like a dal. What's the difference on the next one?
What's a dot?
It has a little dot, right? Now that changes the dal to dal.
Val.
Dal. So your tongue touches on the top of the teeth. Dal.
Thou.
The same way you did tha is almost like the same,
Right.
but dal, dal. Okay?
Thou.
Dal.
Thou.
Dal. There, one Arabic word is dhalika. Dhalika. We don't say dalika or dhalika. Dhalika. Okay, so you have to, again, you have to smile, you have to get your tongue out. Dhalika. Right? Then you get that. Dhalika. So, dal, dal, dal,
Thou.
dal,
Thou.
dal.
Thou.
Okay. The next one is no smiling. Okay. And it's an R sound. It's a raw. Raw. Okay. Robert. Okay. Robert. It's raw. It sounds just like R, but if you put it in with a like RO, raw. Okay. If you think about Robert, you'll get it right. Now, the way you pronounce it, you take the tongue and it touches the palate on the top. A raw. Okay.
Do you trill it?
Yes.
Okay.
It's kind of like a French, also French,
Yeah.
German.
And Spanish?
Yeah,
Rojo.
Spanish too. Yeah. Yeah, you kind of roll it a little bit. Yeah.
Robert.
Yes. Okay. The next one is almost look like a raw, but it has a dot. Okay.
So does it have an L on the end?
No,
Oh,
Thi-
who's-
this one is Zane. Zane.
Zane.
It's called Zane. So it's kind of like a Z. Starts with a Z, like a zebra. Zane. Has a noon sound too, right? Zane. Okay. And we'll put it Zain. Just there's a lot of names in Arabic called Zain, Zaituna. It's similar to that. The next two, which is has a little W in the front, and it kind of look like the W, right? And then you have a tail to it, right? Okay, so this letter, let me see if I can get a pencil and draw it. Okay, so okay, this. Okay, there you go. Okay, so pick a letter. All right, let me draw. Okay, I gotta play with this more, so before I get proficient in it. So the next one got a W in it, and they got a tail. Now this letter is you have to use a lot of whistling sound to pronounce it. Okay. Sin. Sin. So it's like you're blowing air between your two teeth, right? Sin. It sounds like a sin. I seen a ghost or something, right? It's a little bit more sound, but it's I see sin, S-E-N. It sounds like that. Sin. Okay. The following one that has a 3 dots on top of that W, that one sounds. It's a your mouth is a little bit more open, and like you say sheen. First one was sin. The following one was sheen. Okay, lot more sound, blowing a lot more air to the mouth. Okay, and that could be kind of equivalent to like when we say she, like he, she, kind of like that. So other one is sin, S-E-N. This one is she, S-H-E, she. Okay. Everybody got that? Any question? Okay. Now, after that, there's another couple of similar looking letters. The one is also, this one you don't smile, by the way. This one is a sawed. Saw. It's kind of like saw. When you're sawing a wood, piece of wood, sawing, kind of like that, saw. So your mouth is wide open, round. Saw. Very good. Kathy? Saw. Exactly. Saw. So sawed. Now add a D after that. Sawed. Yeah. Sawed. The beginning of it is saw, and then you add a D. Sawed.
Sod.
Okay. Mishade?
You're not using the whiteboard, right?
Well, I'm having little difficulties, but you can. No, not this
You
one.
sure?
You can, yeah.
Don't cry later.
No. But you have in exchange for showing me again how this is. I kind of got out of this somehow.
See, you try to play around and improvise.
Improvise.
That's what happens when you improvise.
Right.
Okay, what do you need?
So I was trying to get the pen so I can draw it.
Okay. So look.
So it
So
kinda
you,
look like
you click
stuff.
on it.
Yeah.
You click on it. It comes up. So first to take that out, you have to click on that.
Ah, okay.
So you click on it. It's out. Now you
Now I get
click
the
on the
pen.
pen.
Okay, good.
There you go. And then you write, for example, Azad, right?
Yeah.
And to
Yeah.
clear it out, you just erase all.
Okay.
If you want to erase one thing, then this is the eraser. Clear all, erase.
Very
Okay.
good. Jazakallah khair. Okay. So,
I teach one technique, I take the board.
board, there you go. He's always willing and dealing, you know. MashaAllah.
This is spiritual business.
Business. Okay, so everybody got salt?
Yeah.
Salt.
Salt, right?
Like Saudi Arabia?
Saudi Arabia, very good. Very good. So, Miss Sade, how do you got the salt? Okay. Amira, you got the salt?
Sod.
Salt, uh-huh. How about you? What is that?
Sod.
Sod, yeah. Sod, very good. And the next one with the extra dot is a dal. Dod.
Dod.
Sod, just replace saw with the D. Dod. So saw, dod. Yeah. So usually the last sod and and D, you're probably not gonna pronounce that dod. You're gonna say daw. Now there's an interesting story about this, how to pronounce this dod. Most of the disciples of Prophet Muhammad, they practice this. The dod, the way you pronounce it is the back of your tongue should touch the back molar. Okay, and you can use either one of those to pronounce it. So remember, we're not smiling, so mouth's gonna be wide open. If you can see it, dod.
The back of your tongue.
Back of your tongue touches the molar. I mean, it naturally sits there, but you just have to have to get a practice of pushing your tongue on your teeth molar. Just touch it. Yeah, just touch it.
Up or down?
Down.
Down.
Yeah.
Down.
Up one is gonna be hard. As big as circus. If you can do that, that'd be interesting. Can you touch it with your tongue?
Dog.
Yeah, if you can touch it, then that's definitely. So, okay, so we got dod. So when it's gonna be part of practice, and your dod is sound a lot better when you start doing that. Without that help, the dod become a little bit weaker. Okay, so dod. Now, on last class we practiced tracing different lines. Let me clear this and click. Okay. Let's clear that. Okay. Okay, so I want to go back to that tracing because of Robert and who else didn't do it? Arham, he didn't do it, and Tamina didn't do it. Okay, so these are on page 4. Okay, let me go back to that. That helps you to write Arabic letters. Okay. Okay, there we go. 4. And then we're gonna click this. We're gonna go click this out. Okay. And let's take a green letter. Okay. So the very top one. Basically, you take a pencil and just trace them. Okay. As you trace them, you realize that these are some of the way the letters will connect with each other. Okay.
This is still on, right?
What's that?
It's still on, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's still on. And then, and the next one is the, going straight down. So let me get another pen. So you can write over it. Now, notice that the idea is to, when you draw this line, the bottom portion of the line should be all aligned to each other. See that? In a straight line. Okay, when you write Arabic, this is what you do. By the end of the time you finish writing a sentence, you practically is a straight line. And that makes it look so nice. Okay? So you maintain that line. And then this, the way this one is done, because I'm trying to do with my fingers so I can catch all of them. But that's how you're going to see a lot of the letters are written. Like Swad, we just read. Swad is kind of like this. Okay? See that? The one, almost similar to the one I just did. And then, let's see. Also, Arabic, another unique characteristics of Arabic. Who can tell me how do we start writing Arabic from where? Right to left. Okay. And so, and also you go up and down. So if you go to page number, next page actually, page number 6, you see that now the writing, is written like going from top to bottom. And that's because in Arabic writing, we use that top to bottom also. As we write from right to left, we also go top to bottom. And we'll see that like Alif is top to bottom. So you start from the top, draw the line down. So that's your Alif. Okay, so here's your Aleph, right? We start at the top, going down. The Ba is starting on your right, going to the left, right? Okay, Ba. So, yeah. Okay. Ba. So Ta has 2 dots. So Ba dot is at the bottom. Okay. So Ta, ba, the dots are in the belly, on the up. Okay. So in Arabic, a lot of times, you see that scribble? A lot of times they write it like that. And instead of putting 2 separate dots, they merge the 2 dots and put a little scribbles. So that's, a lot of Arabic writing, you'll see that. And then you have Tha, 3 dots.
How do you scribble that?
Actually, you could do, basically join those 3.
Ah, okay.
Okay. So Tha. And then, okay, Jim. So let's see, Jim. Okay, so Jim is starting, the Jim has a straight line on the top, right? Mm-hmm. So if you could watch that, so a straight line on the top, and then you draw a half circle. So half circle that I drew is went from top to the bottom, right? And that's the same practice, same thing you practice on page 6. You practice like this, right? So that's Jim right there. If you take, right, that's your Jim. Okay, so, and Jim, of course, has a little dot on the top, and Ha doesn't have any dots, right? Okay. Now, Dal, let's see where I can fit the Dal in. Let's see, Dal would be anything that we did.
Probably the one on page 6, the very last one.
6. The last on the left. So let's go to page 6. Okay, so on page 6, the last one, basically, if I can draw it this way, I'm gonna get a pen. And go. So it come like this. Okay. And then also page before that on 5, there's some unique ones. So let me go back to that. Okay, and then 10. Okay, see on the first one, you have a little circle, right? And you add a tail to that. Okay, that's gonna be one of the words called meme, like mother. We're gonna learn, it's coming up. But that's how you draw that. The next one, that little W, you draw the W and then you do, that's sin, right? Sin. And then if you add 3 dots, it becomes sheen. Okay, they won't let me do any dots. Okay. All right. So, and if you look down on 1, 4, 5, the 6th line, all these triangle looking ones. So these ones also will be used to write certain letters, like ha is one of them. We'll write like this. Okay. So when you go home, practice this. Just trace over this, and then do it slowly, so you cover everything and try to make it as straight as possible. Okay. I want you to do that, and then when you go to let's go to page 7. Let's see. 6, 7. Okay, now we're going to write the actual letters. Okay, so you have the line. Okay, so try to use the lines as your guide also. Like for Aleph, you draw the Aleph like this. Okay, Aleph, and that little, like as 2 written, reversed, right? Like 2 was 2 kind of like flipped. That's the actual Hamza, which is the Aleph sits on Aleph. And that is actually the first letter of Arabic, is Al Hamza. But it cannot stay by itself. It needs a seat to sit on. And that seat could be, Aleph is one of them. And we have shown in the last class, it could be also what? A waw, or it could be ya. The waw is like this, and Hamza sits on it, or it can sit on a ya also. Okay? So we'll cover that, Norris. We'll cover that when you get to that point.
Quick question about Aleph. When you draw it, when you write it, do you do it from top to bottom?
Top to bottom.
Top to bottom. Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of critical to know. Good question. Okay, you have to go top and with the bottom, and then you put the reverse 2 on the top. Aleph. Okay? Now when you draw the ba, I want you to use that guide, and so you start from the top, going down, then coming across to the left, and then going up again. Right? So, and then put the dot, that's your ba. Okay, now you have to imagine there is a dot in there. There you go. Okay? So you started from the top, going down, coming across to the left, going up again. That's your ba. So next 3 letters do the same thing. Okay? Start top, going down, to the left, up, and then you do 2 dots. And then after that, same thing. And it takes 3 dots. Okay? All right, so going to the next page, which is page number 8. Okay, so we're going to, okay, so for the gym, the first thing you start drawing, it's from left to right, the top one, and then going down. Okay, that's your gym, the little dot. Same thing, ha, and then ha is on the top. Okay, and then dal is from top to down, and then cross. Okay, that's your dal. From starting from the top, going to the bottom to the left, and put a little dot on it. That is dal, dal. Okay, all right, there we go. Now the raw, the R below is again top to the bottom, a little bit slanted, and then round, half, a little bit of carb, almost like a
J.
you could say a moon or something. It's a half moon there. You can like this. Okay. And sin should be sin and sheen should be easy because all you do is to do a W and then add a little tail to it, or again it's a circle, right? Same thing. All right. Now, homework. A little bit of homework. I want you to look into. You can use Google. Shake Google, no problem. Okay. But I want you to find out how many Arabic words exist in your own language, and your language that you speak, your mother tongue. If you speak second language, look into the second language. If English is not your first language, then look on your language. See how many Arabic words already exist. So you will see that we are all connected by language already. And those words in Arabic, and then we'll learn them how to write them. Okay, so just find whoever finds the most will, of course. We don't have anybody Spanish speaking, right? You do. Oh, that's right, because you taught Spanish, so you may have an added advantage, because there's a lot of Arabic words in Spanish. Yes, yes. So let's do that. And so, any question from anybody?
I have a good question. So, been noticing I'm writing with a skinny lead pencil, or I could be writing with a pen with a fine point.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't do justice. It doesn't look the same. I was wondering what would you recommend to actually write Arabic? Because like even the scriptures in the Quran, the fonts, they're thicker.
Right.
So, what is like the best thing to use?
I mean,
when you're
as far as our class goes, I mean, your pen, any pen is good. I mean,
Sure.
those pens not gonna good, and ballpoint pens are good. Okay.
ballpoint pens? Okay.
Best would be if you get if you look those Sharpies that has not pointed, but there are some Sharpies that are very small
Chisel tip.
type.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
That's gonna do
Okay, that'll
what
do
you're
it.
looking for.
Right.
Okay. You immediately get a good impact on this. Yeah.
The other thing is in art supplies, there's what they call calligraphy pens,
Right.
and those will give you the same. Some of those will give you the
Right.
same shapes as well.
Right.
I'll check them out. Thank you.
Yeah. So inshallah, let's do those. And now we covered something more. We tried to we're trying to look at the words. We kind of let's just give you some glimpse of what's coming ahead. Since you learned Aleph, we're gonna look at the words that starts with an Aleph, and then we'll memorize those words. That would be our goal, which is, I think we kind of went to page 37. Page 37. See, those tells you that red letters are in Arabic, right? And
I'm just going to show you where we're going.
okay, looks like we don't have all of that here. Okay, so but on your book, and you said that first word is called Arnab. So it started with an Aleph, page 37. Arnab is a rabbit. Okay. So,
A very relaxed rabbit.
yeah, and then
The
that
bow
rabbit has a
tie.
special name. What's the name of the rabbit in cartoon?
Well, there's several, but I think
Bugs
he's trying to be supposed to be
Bunny.
Bugs
Bugs
Bunny.
Bunny. It kind of looks like Bugs Bunny, right?
Sort of.
Sort of. So,
Yeah.
so that's Arnab with Aleph. And if you look at the on the left, second row on the left, it's, this minarets look like a tower, the red tower. If you look at the second red tower on the left hand side. So that look at the Aleph in the middle. It looks a little different, right? It's a little shorter. So that's what's going to happen. A lot of these words, when they change their position, a lot of the letters, so when they change their position, from and the beginning looks one way, and the middle is going to look another way, and at the end is going to look another way. And most of the Arabic letters starts with the words starts with the three letters. Most of them. There are four-letter words. Okay, and also there's a two-letter words. Those are irregular words in the vocabulary. So what is the normal for Arabic vocabulary is the three-letter word. Okay, most of the cases three letters. Like jalasa means to sit. He sat down. Jalasa, three-letter word. Okay, so you can see that on the last line, if you look at the middle, the boy, reading the book, Aleph is at the end of the word, right? So in the end, usually, it looks like the regular Aleph. Okay, it usually at the end they're not going to change that much. So the middle letter is where all the change is going to happen. And okay. So just wanted to give you some glimpse of that. I don't want to go too much into it. All right, guys. Okay.
I have a quick question about that. Like when Imam Hernandez was showing us an example of this earlier, he mentioned that like Aleph, anything after Aleph, it's not usually connected. It's connected before in the scripture. But here with the minaret, I kind of see it connected. Is this like on page 37?
Right. Okay. So I don't want to get too much ahead of time. Ahead of us. Okay.
Don't mind that.
But it's a good question. So I kind of stopped myself. I was about to say this, but I don't want to confuse.
Okay.
Let's do a step at a time. But just to know that there are like 5 letters in Arabic. They have this funny business about not touching anybody, meaning you'll not touch the person before or after. Okay. Again, it has to do with what position they're in. Aleph in the middle actually will connect. Okay. But in the beginning it doesn't. Okay, by itself. Okay. So these little subtleties we have to learn. Dal, Dhal, Ra, Zain. Those are the ones, plus Aleph. Those 5 letters actually displays these unique characteristics of, depending on where they are they going to make friends with somebody? They're going to shake hands or not? That's how, how it's going to be. Everybody else likes to kind of shake hands so they connect. And then, so we'll get to that, at some point. But I'll also give you, I'll have a copy of, a couple of copies. Inshallah, I'll bring it next time. 2 things. One, that how do they look where they are, okay? And also the phonetic sound of the letters based on English vocabulary. Like we said, Bob and Robert, Jim, maybe Jim, that kind of stuff. So we try to pronounce this correctly. That'll help us a lot. I mean, that helped me a lot when I, learned through that way. I started getting more into, and also, internet is full of help, guys. I mean, there is, pronunciation, videos that I've found on YouTube. You can just follow them, practice them on your own, and it will make you better. The biggest thing, what I've noticed, that if you speak another language and learning Arabic, you have to consciously in the beginning, has to be very conscious how you pronounce it. If you get really relaxed with it, then you're gonna miss it. It will come out a little relaxed, and you're not gonna hit that top of your tongue. Or like ba actually is pronounced. Ba is one of the called lip letters. The huruf lisani. Lisani means lip in Arabic. So when you pronounce this, your two lips should come together. Ba, ba. Okay. So so those are the things that we have to kind of work on. So all right, guys. So inshallah, we're gonna stop right now, and Jazakallah khairan. May Allah bless you all, reward you for all your time and effort, and bless your time, and make you more efficient in what you do in life. And inshallah, we'll see you next week, same time, same place. All right, and I don't see the sister that joined our class, but may Allah bless you as well for joining us. Inshallah, we will continue next week. Assalamu alaikum.